Hey everybody, it's Dagon123 again, and I'm making a video response. Well, not really a video response, more as it is like a review slash video response, whatever. I don't know, I don't really like video responses so much, you know. You click on something as a video response and someone's like, derp, I like that, 3 seconds of whatever. So I think I wanted to make it a little bit more meaningful. I don't intend to do reviews of books so often, but this one is a very special case because I've been following these guys for quite a while, and obviously, if you're looking at this, you know damn well what I'm talking about. I am talking about Rona, Volume 1, Perception of Destiny. Now, for anybody who doesn't know what Rona is, if you're watching my videos, you're probably wondering, okay, well, what's this manga about? Who is it by, blah, blah, blah. This actually isn't a professional manga. This was made by two random guys who no one knows. Well, not no one knows. They wouldn't have 8,500 subscribers on YouTube, but you see what I'm getting at. They're not industry professionals who just so happen to do everything right and release their book. Oh, and I did get a signed copy because I mean, come on, I mean, it's I'm not going to review all of it. I don't want to give too much away. More or less, I want to kind of describe the experience that it has given me, because this is the first time I've really, made a response to the guys at Rona. I think the biggest reason why this was so successful, outside of just the fact that, Ryan and Anthony did a fantastic job with it, is because both of those guys, both Anthony and Ryan especially, since he was the face of it, yes, I'm talking to you, Ryan, they were such cool dudes. I mean, they were so cool to listen to, and they were just average guys like you and me, and I think that's the biggest reason why they're so successful, and why people grasp onto them, and why they're so inspiring, is because they're just like me and you. They're not Mark Crilly, who has, 100,000 subscribers, and they're not, they're not like famous mangaka. They're just two dudes who are really, really awesome guys to listen to talk with, who had a dream, and they went through with it. They finished it, and, or rather, I should say, Ryan and Jacob finished it. Joseph. I don't think it's Jacob. Sorry. I just want to go out and say right now that if Anthony was still alive, he would definitely be praising you, Ryan, for doing such a great job and really getting it out there for him. He had a unique style, coming from an artist myself who works in animation. He had a unique style, a very unique style that was unique to him, that you don't see a lot. And especially with just the way that the characters look, their faces and everything, it was just, that style is gone. And I'm not like everybody else. I didn't start following these guys from day one. I followed in about a month afterwards. I think my first video that I watched from them was when Ryan was talking about playing Final Fantasy VII, and he didn't have a memory card, and back then it was just, back then they were just like everybody else, and they were just trying to get it done, but they really pushed through. Plus the fact that they did everything originally, or they did everything traditionally, I should say. They did everything. Anthony inked everything. How 99% of manga has been done. Minus today's, and I think that right there shows that they have a great amount of motivation over anybody else. If I had to rate it on a on an indie level, I would give it a 15 out of 10. It's phenomenal. I think it'll be a long time before you see anything made by two people who are not industry majors, who are not major players, who aren't part of, any type of American. There will not be another Rona, and I don't just mean that because it's unique. I think that these guys did something special, and they put a lot more work into it than most people do, and obviously they love hearing from people like me, saying all their stuff is good, but like I said, it's just, I think it's an ethereal experience to be able to hold the book in my hand. The biggest part that I liked in the book was not the fantasy-esque style, was the fact that even though there are kids involved, it's not kiddie. Or you can definitely tell that there were adult minds working on it, and it has a huge overlapping story. Usually when you hear people talking about it, like, there's this huge overlapping story, blah blah blah, you don't want it to be too rushed, and you don't want it to be overarching. But I mean, you can just from like the beginning, where they talk about Thembri, and I mean Lord Macon, or Macon, however you pronounce that, Macon. Him losing his son when they were ambushed in the forest, him, disappearing from the kingdom, talking about, I mean, there's this huge overarching story that it's not just about Erithus and Marx and all of them. Did I say that right? Marx? Where's it at? See, they even tell you who's in the book in the back. I said that wrong, I know it. Yes, Marx. Fuck, I was like, I thought I had that. Lord Macon, Marx, everybody who's in the book. I mean, there's a huge story here, and I'll be interested to see, even though they got so much done in Volume 1, where they take it with the next couple of volumes. If I had to rate it on a professional level, because I would give it about, I know you're probably thinking, indie level, professional level, what does it matter? I was like, I enjoyed the Volume 1. I enjoyed it a lot. I know I'm not looking at the camera. It's because I'm looking through and looking at everything so I can keep myself refreshed on it, because I didn't write anything down, and I want it to be more than just derp herp, I finished the book. I totally would love to see this go in a lot of places. I personally would love to see it happen as an RPG game. I totally think you could get into something like that. Ryan talked about working on it, a fighter, but I mean, like I said, just the huge overarching story, likable characters, and it's got just the right amount of love and passion in it. Yes, I said the right amount of love and passion that you can't just not want to read this. On a pro level, I would give it an 8. If not an 8.5. I've read professional, what we'll call American manga, and like I said, the fact that two guys with skill who aren't in the industry, keep that in mind, can make it look better than a lot of professionals. It's very humbling, in my opinion. I think it's pretty awesome that two guys can come together and do this, and it just goes to show that you can do anything if you put your mind to it. And I hope to see more. Now on to the various reviews. Where do I start? Rona is the world that everybody lives on. There have been various lords. The Macon family. Starts off with Lord Vandarin, or the Macon family who have ruled Rona for decades, generations, and then finally Lord Macon, who is the most steadfast of them all. He loses his son. Everything starts to go to crap. Thembri gets attacked by bugbears, which are pretty badass looking orc people. And then it talks about Lord Macon seeing this dude in a vision, the vision coming to life, them fighting, this guy fighting. And it's funny because, like, the beginning of the book, or every time you would watch a video, they always made it like it was all about Erithus. And I think that's probably the part that I love the most, is that I didn't open up the book and see Erithus. I mean, he's on the front cover, sure, but I mean, I didn't open up the book and it'd be like, oh, look, it's this guy that they've been throwing at me. It's like, they actually gave me a legitimate story. There's a lot of quality in here, but I'm not going to ramble on too much more and keep saying it's awesome, it's the best. But I hope that these guys keep making it, and I hope that eventually, Rona gets, the well-deserved respect that it gets its well-deserved respect. Blech. That Rona gets all the respect that it deserves, because it's very well done. If I had to say, the only thing I was slightly disappointed about, the only nitpick I have in the entire book, is the spine. I mean, I guess because I'm so used to seeing, like, the name, it's just the spine is black compared to the rest of it. I expected it to be, like, white with Rona, Perception of Destiny. So when I would put it somewhere, I'm like, which one is that? But then again, I guess it is kind of unique, since I'm going to look at it and be like, oh, yeah, right, Rona, the one that doesn't have a spine. But, yeah, this is my video response, /review, /rant, /whatever, because I don't make enough videos. Ryan, keep it up, dude. You're doing a fantastic job. And I'm out.